Hello, my beautiful people in the house. Hey. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Joyce Anyanwu. My people. This protest that Nigeria has decided that they want to come out so that the government will hear them and listen to them. My beautiful people, this protest is really giving all this our leader heartbeat. Hey, it's giving them high BP. Yes, that is what I have to say. Anyway, hey, now they have come out to sign the 70,000 minimum wage of salary. And Akpabio has come out now to say there is no need for the protest. Yeah, he didn't say there is no need. He said people is their fundamental right for them to go out and protest, but not, which means is referring that they should not allow the politicians, the failed politicians that did not get their way in 2023 to come out and push Nigerians to go and destroy, or to go and behind Nigerians to go and destroy or massacre people's property, because when they destroy people's property, the government are the people that will still come and pay for those properties, that they don't have that money. If they, instead of them to pay to begin to destroy properties and government will start paying for the properties, they should relax so that government can use that property, can use that money to fix them up. So my people, I don't have much to say. Please, listen to this news. Listen from the horse's voice, from the horses itself. So that is why I brought. Let's just listen to them before we'll come back and.
Tinubu describing it as a great day for the Nigerian worker.
This is minimum. This is not maximum. Any employer that has a capacity can pay as much as you want, but no Nigerian worker will offer services and be paid anything less than 70,000 from today. That is the implication of this act. It applies all over the nation. And we're excited that this is happening at a time like this through President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the man who cares for the Nigerian workers.
In addition to signing the Northeast Development Commission Act, the Northwest Development Commission Act, the Southeast Development Commission Act, this has never happened in Nigeria. So I think this movement from 30 to 70 and reducing the negotiation years is clear demonstration of a commitment to redirect, refocus, and reposition Nigeria for greatness. I think we commend.
So as soon as we get the details of all of that, Bill, we'll let you know right here on the program. Because as at the last bill, which is now amended, is not every category of worker or every category of employer that is meant to pay the amount. But let's see what this holds, because the Senate President has said every worker, house help and all of that. But in the previous one, there were exemptions, including if you don't have up to 25 people in your employment, if they are part-time basis, commission or piece rate and all of that. So when we see the content of this signed bill, we'll be able to let you and inform you exactly what the position of the law now is. But that was not all that happened at the State House. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mr. Mohammed Idris, believes that there is no need for the planned nationwide protest, maintaining that most of the demands of the protesters have been addressed by the government. The minister said this while addressing State House correspondent after the FEC meeting in Abuja.
The position of the Federal Executive Council is that most of the demands that the protesters are making are actually being addressed by the federal government. And therefore, it is the view of government that there is really no need for the protest again. Indeed, the president is already protesting on their behalf by doing those things that they want government to do. For example, the effort that government is making in ensuring that food is being made available. There is also rice that is being sold at about 50% of its cost. Centers have been created so that those who need this rice can go there and buy this rice at 40,000 naira. In the first instance, about 10 trucks are being made available to each of these states. Government has not pretended that these supplies are indeed enough, but these are necessary first steps that are being made.
Added that the situation on the ground was not caused by the administration of President Bola Tinubu, but has risen to the occasion.
So I want to use this opportunity to call on those who are attempting to foment trouble, that you have a right to protest. It's your fundamental right. It is there in the Constitution, but you don't have a right to destabilize the country. A right to protest should not be turned into a right to unleash violence. It's very clear that people who are already, it's already very amorphous, very faceless. So what it means is that people are preparing to loot and go around and do all sorts of things. Where we are today was not caused by 1 year's administration. It is the outcome of years of insecurity. Many people could not go to farms for almost 10 years and all that, and the president has risen to the occasion. I'm excited that, yes, indeed, the government is doing what it should. And we, the leaders in the National Assembly, we are touching our various constituencies. So my appeal to the Nigerian youth is do not allow any group to mislead you politically. People who probably did not have their fortunes in 2023 election are thinking they can come through the back door. That will amount to anarchy. Any destruction of any property will cost Nigeria money. And we don't have the money. Instead, let's put the money in developing you and developing your environment instead of going to rebuild.
The issue of protests has generated loads of talking points. So we're not done with it. The senior advocate of Nigeria, Bonluwa Adegborowa, has again written to the Inspector General of Police to make available the contact details of its officers who will be designated to cover the planned public meetings, rally processions, to ensure a peaceful and crisis-free outing. The lawyer, who is also writing as a solicitor to the Take It Back movement, also listed some of the points of convergence for the said public meetings, rallies and processions to include in Abuja, the Eagle Square, Alausa Park in Lagos, and opposite Wema Bank, Akpakpava Lane in Benin City. The other locations are opposite School of Agriculture in Bauchi, Rosewall Filling Station, Iwo, that's in Ibadan. Maiduguri Roundabout, opposite State Stadium, Damaturu in Yobe State, Rainbow Roundabout and Pantami Stadium in Rivers, and Freedom Park in Oshogbo. With regard to the request of the IGP for a meeting today, Adegborowa, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, requested that the meeting be enlarged and held virtually in order to give room for all stakeholders to attend. He specifically mentioned that the meeting will be led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, and will also have in attendance representatives of the Nigerian Bar Association, other lawyers and civil society organizations. Let's now have that conversation with our guests. As far as this protest is concerned, joining us from our Abuja studio is the president of the United Nigeria Youth Congress, Mr. Nessa Chemba. Joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Chemba, thank you so much for coming on the program.
All right, thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much.
All right, so I'm sure you're pro the protest. So let's begin with one of the things that government has mentioned is the fact that they are meeting some of the demands or the demands of the protesters. So before you respond to whether or not they are meeting your demands, what are the demands of the protesters?
All right, good afternoon, Nigerians. You see, under the United Nigerian Youth Congress, since the beginning of maybe after this election, we promised ourselves that whoever emerged to be, the president, we will support him and give him the maximum support for the benefit of our country. We also believe that if he succeeds, whoever becomes the president, if he succeeds, it is of the best interest of our country, because we believe he will be better than the past government. We have seen a lot of wrongdoings, a lot of things that happened, in the last government. So unfortunately, it's over a year today, and the damages or the situation we found ourselves today are almost double or 3 times, bigger than the situations it was in the last 4 or 8 years of the former president. Whatever, nevertheless, the country in general there are a lot of things that needs to be looked upon. It is an understatement to even think that, to question whether Nigerians are suffering or not. Just last 3 months, I used one of the commercial vehicles, and someone close to me was crying on phone that he doesn't even have 2,000 naira to buy medicine, a very old man. So I want to, the government to understand that we are the ones very close to the people, and the people we understand, or we are part of the common people. The people understand that the government or those in power have no interest of Nigeria and have no interest, to solve the problems of our country today. Most of those who are in political positions today are doing this so because of their personal interests. Yes. And most of them believe that if they are in a certain position, it is their time to have their own national cake. So these are the things that have been happening for over years in our country, for over decades, and no one is talking about it. And it shows that there is no political will to solve most of our problems in our country today. Of last month, the United Nigerian Youth Congress have formed a national youth conference. And this conference was aimed at bringing lasting solutions to most of our challenges that we face in our country. But unfortunately, after invitations to ministers, to even the security agencies, no one even listened to us or even, tried to send a delegation. But fortunate enough, Nigerians came to understand that those in power are totally not in their own interest, in their personal interest. So these kind of issues, there's a total barrier between those who are in power, and those who are being governed. You see, the barrier is too much. A politician, you can't even access a member of your House of Representatives, a member, representing your constituencies. We have seen how some of the principal officers, even in even in the National Assembly,
all right, Mr. Chamber, if I may butt in,
moving around.
Yeah, if I may butt in, I ask in specifics because sometimes the government tells the fact that what are the demands besides hunger that they are meeting. So let me reel out some of the things they are saying they have done. They said for the workers, they've increased minimum wage. They are distributing food, although they acknowledge the fact that this food may not be enough, but it's a first step. They said they've also started the Students' Loan Fund, that's the NEL Fund. They've ensured that LG has autonomy, and they've listed a couple of other things. I know that on Bayo Onanuga's page, which is one of the spokespersons of the president, he said that some people are saying they should reinstate a corruption-free subsidy regime to reduce hunger, starvation, and multidimensional poverty. He said that reforms are in progress in the petroleum sector and all of that. So that's why I'm asking the question, with the effort that they say they are putting in, is it good enough for you to, are you appeased to an extent to reconsider your position, or this is not good enough? And what strong, drastic action we want government to take to ensure that maybe the people will rethink their action?
Yes, of course, I have to congratulate the president for adding the minimum wage. But most of the solutions they are bringing now are more of, temporary solutions. and the major solutions that major things that need to be addressed are not being addressed yet in our country. Now, if you're talking of course, I have to also congratulate him on the issue of local government autonomy. This is a very bold step, and kudos to the Mr. President. But there are a lot of things that need to be put in place apart from, the issue of, addition of the minimum wage and also local government autonomy. A lot of factors, most of these policies don't reach to the grassroots or the common person. There are a lot of government policies that in paper you'll see it are very fantastic policies. But who are those to implement those policies? Have those policies reached to the very grassroots or the very targeted people in our country? The answer is no. We have seen since the last administration or previous administration.
Guys, you guys have heard and you have seen, you have watched the video. My own, what I have to say in this matter is that, first of all, they say they have increased minimum wage. According to Godwin Akpabio, he said it's minimum that employee can add if they have, but minimum is 70,000. Okay, and they said that they have provide food. They have provide food for Nigerians, and they have opened a center where people can go there and buy a bag of rice for 40,000 naira. Okay. So my question is that if they have provide a center where people can go and buy rice for 40,000 naira, my question is that how many government officials will go there and buy that same rice for 40,000 naira? That is one of my questions. And my second question is that they have made minimum wage of 70,000 naira. How many government officials are receiving 70,000 naira? What will 70,000 naira reach now in Nigeria? When you use 40,000 to go and buy rice, which I know that center they open, or if it is true, because I watched a video that even the rice, the same government official, I think a minister of telling those rice out, they rebrand those rice. They rebrand those rice and remove the logo of Nigerian logo. They remove it and put their own name, and they were selling the rice out. I saw a video where a truck was throwing, like, oh my God, truck was throwing out of just packet of a little rice. That rice is not up to 5 cups. They were throwing it to people on the street. I saw a video where they were sharing rice inside the church. My God. And now they are telling us that they have reached some of the demand. Which demand? Demand of selling rice, 40,000. How long will that center exist? How long will that center exist? How long will that center? God is telling us, opening his mouth, telling us that this suffering, this hunger, this, that was not, it didn't happen under the watch of Bola Tinubu, but it was under, since APC came into power, Bola Tinubu, he was under APC. According to him, he said he was the one that put Buhari in that position. There is nothing somebody will not see in Nigeria. You see these people, just because of that, they know that Nigerians, when they see cups of rice, they will come out and start jubilating and start clapping. When they give them 10,000 naira all of them will come out and start. I saw a video where people came out, they were protesting that let peace reign. Tinubu is doing his best. Which best? What? That's, I have never seen a regime like Tinubu regime. I have never seen that even crying of Buhari, that Buhari is not doing well. This is the worst we have ever seen. This is the worst we have ever seen. Every blessed day, when you go to market today, you buy, is it today? You go to market like 1 hour ago to buy tomatoes. Before you go back there, the tomatoes has increased. Is it bag of rice? How much is bag of rice now? How much is bag of rice? This thing they are just saying that they have opened a center that you can go there and buy rice for 40,000 naira. How many people will have access to that 40,000 naira? When you give me 70,000 as minimum wage, maybe I'm living on a rented apartment. I will go and buy one bag of rice for 40,000 naira. Then what about my house rent? Then what will I use to be cooking that rice? That rice that I've bought, when I remove 40,000 naira from 70,000 naira, I have 30,000 naira left. So that 30,000 naira, I will pay my house rent. I will pay my house rent. Then how much would I have to buy if I have children? What about my children's school fees? If I have I have family, what are they going to eat? Does it mean 30,000 naira that is left, I will use it to pay house rent, I will use it to buy food for my children, I will use it to pay school fees for my children? Nigeria, you people are just, you see these leaders, they are just they are just manipulating people. And just watch now, just watch what will happen now. You see this protest that people are crying that they want to come out so that government will hear their voice. I don't really understand. I don't understand why government don't want people to speak their mind. Well, you guys have heard that they have made points where people will meet. According to the IGP has called urgent meeting, and he has made where people will meet, all the protesters where they will gather, and the police, the police armies also and us on. They have to protect the people, the protectors. They are not going to street to fight. I don't know why they are so afraid that they will spoil things, they will massacre things, they will destroy things. I don't really understand. Okay, now Tinubu has signed student loan. My people, my question is that in a country that there is no employment, you are giving people loan to go to school. When they finish that school, how are they going to pay that loan? How are they going to pay that loan where there is no work for them to pay loan? Like where I'm living, they give student loan. Yes, they give. But in that student loan, before you finish school, my people, there is a job waiting for you somewhere. You cannot put application. You have to choose your own choice of work that you want so that you can be able to pay back that loan. In the situation of Nigeria, Tinubu did not make employment. He did not create jobs, employment. Then he's signing student loan. And the student loan, how many people have ever come out and say, I got the student loan? Apart from them, the officers, even though that they are sitting on top of all this money, they will still be manipulating things. Just imagine the rice that they say, okay, they have sent rice for the people. They are still debranding the rice to sell it out. My people, I saw this thing. I was like, oh my God, which kind of a country is this? Where are we going to? There is nothing. There is nothing. You see all these things. Okay, now you are giving people rice. When the rice finish, where will they get the rice again? Mr. Tinubu, what Nigerians need is that things have to be, things in the market have to be cheap for the poor people to buy. Not you giving people cups of rice. When they finish eating those cups of rice today, what will they eat tomorrow? My people, there is hunger in the land. I watched a video yesterday where people were crowding because of few cups of rice. Where people were, they were even climbing each other. Oh my God. I watched this video yesterday. I was so, my eyes were filled with water. What kind of suffer? Nigerians are suffering. How can somebody be climbing on top of each other? They don't even care if his moving vehicle is coming. They are running just to go and collect cups of rice. Not even bags, so cups of rice. For example, in this country that I'm living, government, they have like people that are under government that they are not working, the social people. They have where you can go and take food. After they will give you that food, they will still give you accommodation. That they will give you a house to stay. You know, they will be paying that house rent for you. They will provide everything for you. And they will still give you physical cash. By the time you go there to get that food, a month, they will still give you physical cash. And they will give you what they call shine for you to go there and take food. And when you go there, it doesn't mean that only once, so 2 times a week. I think Tuesdays and Thursdays, you have to go there and take food. You go there, nobody will give you. Just enter there, give the storekeeper your that ticket you get from government, and you enter there. You take whatever you want. You take whatever you want. And on top of that, they will still give you money every month. They will pay your house rent for you. When you are sick, government will pay. They give you card. Insurance. When you are sick, you just go to hospital. You give the doctor that insurance card. They will treat you. At the end of the month, they will send the bill to government. Government will pay the bill. And here, these people sit down there, a whole country like Nigeria that is very rich with mineral resources. They say they are giving people bags of rice, and you can get there and buy 40,000 bags of rice. So how long would this take? And my question is that all this while, why is it they are doing this thing now? Because Nigeria say they want to protest. Why? According to this Nigerian youth leader, he said all this thing they are doing is just temporary, because they are doing this thing because they heard that people are coming out to protest. And now they are putting, I don't know why all this APC government always like to blame people, to put their failure on people. Akpabio is saying that, yeah, this suffering was not under Tinubu regime. He has been before they came in. So now they are trying to adjust it. So I want to ask question now. Does it mean Akpabio is 70,000 he used to get every month? Or is it that 40,000 naira rice Akpabio used to eat with his family? My people, I don't know. Even, a lot of people have been coming out. I just sit down and start to wonder. People like them, these traditional rulers, they came out and they were saying no need for protest, no need for violence, no need. But I have never seen them one day come out boldly to call on Mr. President and say, President, people are suffering. Do something. You have to listen to people. People have been crying of hunger. Why is it now that people want to protest and all these traditional rulers are coming out now to say it's not need to protest? Protest is not the answer to this, blah, blah, blah. And now, this what they call him, I don't understand his name, self. Is it Muhammad Hidri, the Minister of Information? They have provided all the what they demanded, or what they wanted to come out for the protest. They have provided, so they will not be need for protest. Why are they afraid of protest? Protest is something I don't really understand. Why are they so afraid of people coming out to speak their mind. Why? Why are they so afraid? My people, I don't know. I don't know. So, this is where I will end off. If you people have watched to this time, please drop your own opinion in the comment section. Yes, drop your own opinion. These people, they are not serious. They are not just serious. Just watch now. I'm telling you, just watch from now till 2 weeks or 1 month. But for example, if people say, okay, let's forget about this protest, just watch from now till 1 month. If you will see where they will be selling that right. Is it the first time? Is it the first time? During COVID-19, it was happened, and people were using even the government, even the food people donated to help people. People were using it, they brand it, and be giving as birthday present. Yes. So people have seen it. If you have anything to say, please comment in the comment section. Comment in the comment section. Oh. Thank you very much. If you have watched to this time, please like and share. I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.